nag-move. Okay. So, thank you, Aoi, for joining us. I really appreciate it that you took this time to talk to us. So, for everybody's information, we recently partnered with iRent Mo, and what they do is they have a rent to own, or they have a rental market, they have a rent to own market, or you can also purchase different items, different accessories, including, especially we're focusing on yung mga computers. And as mga people who are looking into freelancing, if you're looking into freelancing, this is one great option. Wala ka pang budget, pambili ng bagong computer. So iRent Mo offers those options to you. So we have here the founder of iRent Mo, Aoi Cerato. So thank you so much once again for joining us. And perhaps you can, before we get started, you can just give us a quick introduction into iRent Mo and what you guys do.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, so iRent Mo is an online platform. So we offer computer rentals, and we also offer items for rent and rent to own. So aside from that, you can also, if you have old items that you're not using, that you want to make money off, so you can list them using our app. Okay, so that's all available via Google and Play Store, and you can also visit our website. So if you have any more questions, so I'll be more than happy to answer them, okay, after the presentation.
Okay. Thank you for that quick introduction. And we'll probably be able to show some of the options that you have on the site. Okay, so tonight we are talking about a number of technical topics. And once again, if you guys have any questions, well, there's already a question here regarding yung laptop rentals. So let's address this right now. Sabi ni Nenay, ano po yung terms po sa laptop na sa i-rent mo? Sige. What
Okay,
terms are available?
All right, so we have installment options from 3 to 12 months. So basically, it's like renting. So you give a down payment and then you pay the excess in installments. So you can choose, how much you're willing to pay for the down payment, and then the remaining balance you can pay off depending on, depending sa inyo, if you want it to be as early as 3 months, 6 months, up to 12 months.
Sige. Wait, share na pala. Wait lang. Okay, so you have those options available. Is it nationwide?
Yes, for the laptop, we do shipping via LBC. So AP Cargo and so those are 2 partners right now. So we have brand new and used computers.
Okay, so nationwide shipping for laptops. Yung desktop, mahirap, no? Mahirap ipadala yung desktop.
Actually, medyo bulky po kasi yung desktop. Pero kung medyo malapit lang, kasi mahal din ang shipping niya if we're gonna go through LPC. So what we do is, kung malapit lang ang mga Batangas, yung mga landlocked areas, so we usually ship them via bus terminal, so Victory Liner. So yung mga malapit po. Pero for the laptops, yeah, we can do nationwide. Just have to shoulder for the shipping fee.
Sige. So if it's like desktops, pwede within Metro Manila,
Yes, we do same-day delivery within Metro Manila and nearby provinces. So I think the farthest that we've delivered is Calamba, Laguna. Yeah, for the So basically sa Metro Manila, as long as it's covered sa Lalamove, yun. In other areas sa Rizal, we also do cover. So you can just ask then us in our Facebook page if we cover your area.
Sige. Pero the Luzon landlocked area has a lot of coverage there. Sige, so feel free to continue to ask your questions. We can go ahead, but please post your questions. Other questions, I'll answer them later. But quickly, we'll go over our presentation. We're not just doing this webinar to talk about the products and para benta. There's that. Pero Oh, and if you do order from iRent mo, then we do have a coupon code, right, Awi?
Right, right. So there's a coupon code that will be given by Sir Jason. So every time you use that code, so you have um, how many percent off? You have a
Well,
discount, right?
there's a discount.
Right, right. So
There's
there's
a
a
certain
discount. Yeah. And if it's within Metro Manila, so we can also offer free shipping. So that's until June 15.
Oh, until June 15, yung free
Yeah.
shipping in Metro Manila. Um, let me put the coupon code. Use coupon to get discount. So the coupon is IAMVABC. So I am VABC. So let's show that in here. Okay.
Actually, sir, I've prepared 4 topics for today, but I think we can ask the audience. I mean, what would they be interested in? I mean, I think
Mhm.
most of them are already familiar with, I mean, probably you're more technical than I am. So, yeah, the topics that I will be discussing are some of the home essentials, work from home essentials, questions to ask before you purchase your computer, and, how to troubleshoot your computer. So, would you like to discuss all of those?
Sige, do you have some slides? You can click the share
Yeah.
button at the bottom. And I guess we'll kick it off. I just have because I'm covering yung basic requirements, so we'll just kick it off over here. I'll show you some things and we can discuss it. So this is just our logos, and the first thing I want to talk about is yung mga budget-friendly computers. I know there are a lot of people in our Facebook group, and this is information in for Awi, na there are a lot of people in our Facebook group who are looking to get computers. Or tapos lang budget. So they ask if okay ba yung ganito. They always ask our help regarding that. Um,
Okay.
this is a screenshot from irentmo.com. These are what they have. So as you can see, there's a unit price 150 to 250 pesos. Ano to? Awi, this is per here, the 100 to 250.
Oh, for a while. Oh, that's for rental. So we also offer rental units.
So
Okay,
as you can see,
so
it's very affordable to get a rental unit. 100 pesos or 250 pesos starting. Um, and well, that's per day, di ba? Kung ano,
right,
kung
right.
depending on the
That's per
service.
day.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Okay, that's
So
right.
it's very
So
affordable.
right. So, by the way, sir, most naman na nanghihiram sa amin are just starting with their freelance journey. So, some are just borrowing for the sake of their interview. Some are, under a contract, so they will be renting out the computers. And then eventually, if they like to own the item, they can also do so. So, yun yung maganda po dun sa aming rent-to-own program.
Nice, nice. By the way, I went on your website. Ang dami atang pumunta sa website ngayon kasi nag-crash bigla.
Ganun po ba?
Oo.
Sige
Because
po.
I'm on it right now. Teka lang guys, nag-crash yung website, nag-error 500. So that means nag-crash. That can happen if maraming pumunta bigla sa website. So they might have to restart the server. But as you can see over here, there are just some options. And Aoi is probably gonna message someone to check what's going on with the website. Here, para sa akin, based on what we've seen with the needs of mga freelancers, one of the most important questions to ask, or one of the most important things to cover, is yung specs ng computer. Okay, so I have
Right.
here yung super budget and recommended minimum. From what I've seen, like yung itong super budget is if tipid na tipid talaga sa budget, and I don't really recommend it. Itong recommended minimum, ito yung recommendation ko. So for RAM, yung that's it's important, like RAM, CPU, and storage. That usually determines how fast your computer works.
Right.
But RAM 4 GB, CPU dual core, yung storage 128, and recommended minimum ko is 8 quad core and like 1 TB. Awi, do you agree with this, or baka meron kang comments or anything idagdag?
Actually po, before they avail of the computers, we ask them, so what will they be using it for? So
Tama.
primarily, if you're just going to be browsing or online class, so walang mga maraming tabs na naka-open. So pwede na yung 4 gig na RAM. So siguro, kunwari wala pa kayong budget, you can opt for that, pero make sure na it's upgradable para in the future, would you like to have it upgraded, pwede kayong magdagdag ng isa pang 4 gig para maging 8 gig siya. Pero for the budget conscious, yung talagang wala pa talagang budget for that, pwede na rin yun. Pero like Sir Jason said a while ago, so yung 8 gig RAM, that is if you're gonna be working with a lot of files. Kasi you have to consider when you open a browser that already eats up around 2 to 3 gig, right? So masyado nang mabagal yung computer mo. So it will be very difficult for you to go on with your other tasks. So that's why, yeah, it's recommended na, especially kung marami kayong Excel files, pa-process kayo ng mga videos, mga photo editing, at least talaga 8 gig yan.
Oh, yes, I agree. Now, I guess one of the questions, just you mentioned if upgradable yung RAM. So, if you have a computer, is there an easy way for you to really check, like without, of course, opening the computer? Is there an easy way for you to check kung upgradable ba yung RAM?
I mean, are you referring to an existing computer po, or are you
Yeah.
just going to buy?
So let's say that there's a freelancer that wants to purchase. Let's say they they find like a second-hand shop and they want to purchase a
Okay.
computer, and then they say it's 4 GB RAM. Like katulad ng sabi mo, you want to make sure na upgradable para if ever pwede lang i-upgrade yung RAM. How would that person know?
Usually when you buy something, for example, even a second-hand computer, so you will ask if it's upgradable. So usually there's a second port for the stick. Kasi ang RAM, meron siyang 2 gig lang na stick, may 4 gig na stick, merong 8 gig na stick. So it would be advisable to have at least yung 8 gig, I mean, dalawang slots. So pwede kang mag-upgrade later on. So at least 2 slots yung recommended.
Yes. Okay. So noted.
Yung iba, sir, nag-upgrade pa ng 16 gig ng RAM. I mean, this is mostly being used by the yung mga nagvi-video edit, yung mga nagpo-Photoshop, because, very heavy dun sa files. So, malaki rin yung RAM requirement nila.
Yeah, 16 gig. If you're doing like video editing, photo editing, yun na mag-minimum na 16 gig na RAM, no? Pero like if you're mostly browser based, 8 gig is okay for most cases, no?
Right. Okay na po yung 8 gig talaga. I mean, you can open several tabs already yun sa 8 gig na RAM.
Sige. And yung sa CPU, dinagay ko dito, yung super budget dual core na CPU. Tapos pero recommend is quad core.
That's right. Actually, I would recommend po kasi marami mga lumang computers, pero kung titingnan niyo yung CPU nila, it's Celeron, yung mga dual core, which is yun nga, pwede na. Pero you have to ask yourself what will you be doing, kasi baka nga nakamura naman kayo dun sa laptop or sa computer na nabili nyo, pero very limited kayo dun sa mga pwede nyong gawin. So syempre, like sa mga companies, ang requirement nila ngayon i5. So pero minsan, ayan, so Ang mga CPUs, ang mga processors kasi, meron siyang mga gen. So, parang may first gen, may second gen, may third gen, hanggang 10th gen. I'm not sure kung meron pang more than 10th gen. So, yung iba nakikita nila i5 second gen. So, syempre medyo mabagal pa rin yun. Para sa akin, I would recommend at least i5 na 4th gen. i5 na 4th gen. Kasi if you're gonna compare an i3 na 10th gen dun sa i5 na 4th gen, mas mabilis pa rin syempre. Yung i3 na 10th gen, 'di ba? Kasi yun yung titingnan nyo rin yun. So not specifically nakita niyo i5. Kasi may numbers yun eh, 'di ba? Parang like for example, ako hindi rin naman ako technical. So syempre titingnan ko basta i5 pwede na. So hindi pala ganun yun. So may mga gen. So you have to take note of that as well, yung mga ganun.
Yeah, kasi I
Um,
saw I saw an article na nasa 11th gen na yung mga processor ngayon. So like kaya yeah, I noticed ng iba nagbebenta ng computer na i7 ganun pero first gen, second gen pa. So meaning
right.
nasa 9 years old na yung computer na yun, di ba?
Yes. So, medyo ano na rin po, malilimit na rin kayo sa pag-upgrades kasi syempre, kumbaga phase out na siya yung mga ganong lumang model. So, it will be difficult for you to upgrade later on. Kasi ang ang PC kasi hindi kasi siya yung parang basta gusto mo lagyan ng SSD, basta sa gusto mo lagyan ng RAM. Meron din siyang mga specifications na kailangan yung motherboard can accommodate yung processor mo or yung mga RAM na yan, yung mga storage. So, yun din yung mga factors na kailangan may consider.
Sige. Yeah, that's a really good factor na hindi lang yung kasi masyadong misleading. Oh, i7 pero lumang-luma pala. Katulad ng sabi ni Awi, yung i3 ngayon, yung bagong i3, mabilis pa sa i5 na dati, diba? i5 na 4. So, wag depend sa i3, i5, i7. Because I notice a lot of people just see na, oh, i7 to, okay na to. But you have to look at the generation. So, very, very important. There's a question here by ang daming nasabi, ang daming who are excited and are asking about na yung mga terms na i-rent mo. Pero I'll go back to that later. I do want to tackle these questions na more on the computer-related questions. Sabi ni Lovely Jane Rosenda, minsan po natataranta ako pag nalakas fan yung laptop ko and na-crash bigla. Is it a sign that I should upgrade na ng RAM?
Okay. So, yung computers po kasi maraming factors. So, ano siya eh, parang hindi siya one size fits all. So, marami kang kailangan i-check. So, kailangan mo i-check to. Kung hindi gumana, pwede mo i-check to. So, first po na pwede kong tanungin po sa kanya is, usually pag maingay yung fan, mainit po ba siya? Minsan nag-overheat siya. So, minsan walang proper ventilation. So, another is, um, um, baka madumi na yung computer, matagal na siyang hindi nalilinis. So, pwede kasi depende sa kung saan mo siya sinistore, nag-accumulate yung dust over time. So, syempre, umiinit yung laptop. Pero, for example, yung dalawang yun, na-check mo na. So, hindi naman dun yung problema. So, we can look at other things before ka mag-upgrade ng RAM. Okay, pero kung hirap na yung RAM mo kasi one thing about yung mga storage spaces natin, yung SSD at saka yung HDD, mga hard drives, pagka na-reach na yung maximum capacity niya, so parang mabagal na siya. So, ganun. So, pwede mo rin i-clear yung mga files mo, yung mga programs na running. Baka it's taking up too much, baka hirap na yung laptop. So, that's why may mga ganun ng sounds. So, yun po. I-troubleshoot po muna bago tayo mag-resort into, yun nga, upgrading. Pero kunwari, madami ka talagang ginagawa sa computer, pwede naman, upgrading is always an available option.
Yeah.
Kayo ba, sir? Ano ang
Hello?
ginagamit yung processor ngayon?
Ay, sorry, nawala, bumalik. Well, I also like to to chime in on this question. Sorry medyo naputol yung connection, but it seems okay right now. Ito, pag naglakas yung fan, so meaning it's overheating, like sabi ni Howie, most likely nag-overheat. Aside from the dust, nag-overheat siya. It could be like, yeah, a lot of different things, pero mostly, well, depends on the age, but yeah, it's mostly one of these three. Most likely one of these three things, and I would have it checked up muna. Or I think you can go, if you're using Windows, you can go into the task manager, and see, like, kasi may percentages yun, like how much of your RAM is being used, how much of your CPU is being used, how much of your hard drive is being used, and makikita mo dun, like what is making your computer slow down and crash. So you might want to check that out. Al, you were asking me what computer I'm using right now.
Yeah.
Well, kaka-upgrade ko lang a few months ago sa bagong MacBook M1. So yung bagong processor sa Apple.
Mas okay siya, sir, no?
Oo. Sobrang okay siya.
Mabilis,
Hindi siya
sobrang
umiinit.
bilis.
Sobrang bilis niya.
Pero nung nag-start po kayo ng freelancing, ano lang po yung gamit nyo? I mean, nag-start ba kayo sa mataas agad yung specs na computer?
Ay, hindi. Nung nag-start ako, bumili ako ng laptop. Pero that was a long time ago na actually. So that was mga 9 years ago. Bumili ako ng laptop na i5. I think 4 gig RAM pa nun. Kaya yung budget ko dati when I bought laptop was nasa 30,000. And yun ang parang nakita ko, Asus pa yun at that time. i5 na 4 gig RAM. And hindi siya ganun kabilis. And later on, nag-upgrade naman ako. Pero that's how I started.
Okay. Ay, so share ko lang din yung experience ko. 4 gig lang din kasi binili ko kasi syempre yung mga parang affordable na laptops kasi mahal yung mga 8 gig So, dumating ako sa time na ang dami ko kasing files, hindi ako nagbubura. So, napuno yung storage ko. So, dumating na ako sa time na kada browser na pinipindot ko, parang naglalag as in ang tagal bago ako makapag-process ng makapag-browse man lang or makapag-send ng email. So, ganun. So, kailangan pala talaga lagi mo siyang chine-check yung mga files na hindi na ginagamit, yung mga programs na hindi naman kailangan. Pwede mo siyang tanggalin para bumilis yung computer.
Okay, great. Yeah, you might want to clean it up then. That's some great information also. Sige, there's another question here. Well, we answered this. Mas mahalaga po ba yung gen? It's a very important factor in generation. Well, this is specific na tanong si Dexter Bansi. How about Ryzen 3 3rd Gen with 16GB RAM tapos GTX 1050 Ti na video card data to?
Actually, sir, depende din po yan. Pero Ryzen 3 is maganda pong klaseng processor yan. One tip lang din po sa Ryzen 3 kasi di ba makikita mo mga numbers, Ryzen 3 3200, may 3200G. So, yung difference ng G tsaka dun sa walang G, so yung may G is may integrated na graphics. Okay, so yun lang po yung tip sa mga bumibili ng mga Ryzen. Pero Ryzen is a very good processor po kasi nga integrated na yung kanyang GPU, so yung video card niya. So you can also play games with that. So yung mga 3200, yan po yung mabenta sa amin. At saka 3400, yan po yung magagandang ngayon, specs ng Ryzen.
Well, to follow up with the question kanina kay Lovely, ito yung task manager, makita mo like how much is being used sa CPU, sa RAM, sa disk, to see what's slowing down your computer. See, just added that there. Kasi sabi ni Lovely, she's checking her task manager now. Ayan. Anne Castillejos is asking, which is better, ma'am, laptop or desktop? May nagsabi kasi sa akin, mas better ang desktop kasi pwede siya i-upgrade unlike laptop. Kung ano mo siya binili, ganun lang talaga po. Wala nang upgrade.
Ayun. So, syempre, I will ask, so what will you be doing sa laptop? Kasi usually, yung bumibili naman sa laptop is yung mga laging on the go. So, it's either they need the laptop to bring to the office or to bring elsewhere. So, kung ganun ang function niya, laptop talaga. Pero, if you're just using it at home, para po sa akin, ayan, mas matibay si desktop kasi madaling i-upgrade yung parts niya. For example, yung power supply niya, pagka nasira, madaling palitan. Sa laptop naman, very limited yung parts na pwede mo siyang palitan. Lalo na for example, yung battery. So, usually yun din na nagiging problema sa laptop eh. Pagka medyo mahina na yung battery, kailangan lagi na siya naka-charge. Tapos yung mga parts niya, yung iba, pag na-reach mo na yung maximum na upgrade, hindi mo na siya ma-upgrade. Ayan. Unlike sa desktop, matibay talaga ang mga desktop. So, ako po, nag-start ako, actually, nag-freelance din ako way back in 2008. So, ang first ko na desktop unit is second-hand unit. So, hindi po ibig sabihin na second-hand lang yung desktop PC mo is madaling masira. Hindi po. Nasasagamit din talaga yun. Tsaka kung maingat ka. Ang naging sira lang nung desktop ko na yun, yung power supply. Kasi walang masyadong ventilation. So, yun din yung mali ko. Pero yun lang yung naging sira niya. So, niretire ko lang siya siguro after 10 years nung talagang sobrang bagal na and sobrang outdated na yung specs niya. So, yun po, yun yung po ang choice nyo. Syempre, ang desktop, maraming options for upgrade. Pwede mo siyang lagyan ng hard drive, ng SSD, ng RAM, ng video card. So, yun po.
Yeah. And as you can see, budget din yun. Like, ako, I prefer laptop right now kasi I like bringing it around. Pero mas mahal talaga. Mas magastos talaga yung laptop. I have to upgrade siguro maximum 5 years na yun. Unlike yung sabi ni Awi, 10 years yung desktop bago niyang pinalitan. So, as you can see, it's depends on your budget din, on your needs. Pero if you're looking for something more affordable, kung budget lang, desktop talaga. See, Lily, somebody who enrolled and needs help, Carmi or one of the admins can reach out to her to help her out. Sabi ni Marco, baka mabitin sa 4 or 8 gig RAM, minimum ata 16 gig.
Ano bang gagawin niyo, sir? Actually, sobra na po talaga yung 16 gig. Pero I think that's the minimum talaga pag yung sobrang gamer ka, no? Kasi po yung mga kumukuha sa aming gamer, 16 gig talaga yung RAM na kinukuha nila. Kasi nag-overclock, tama? Yung mga nag-overclock.
So mga gamers, 16 gig. Pero kung wala ka pang masyadong budget, baka hindi pa kaya yung mga 16 gig computer. Ano po magandang specs for VA? Well, yung pinakita ko kanina, I think this I had, ito, yung recommended minimum is, I think, what you should be looking at. Wag, yung sa super budget kasi, that's like, if wala ka talagang budget. But if you're getting something newer, I'd look at the recommended minimum here. Kahit yung storage, kahit actually hindi 1 terabyte, kahit 256 gigabytes.
Actually, sobrang laki na po niya, 1 terabyte. And sa storage, sir, karamihan din po ng budget na PC, ang ginagamit nila is yung hard drive kasi mas malaki at saka mas mura. So, yung mga 500 gig na, yung 500 gig na mga hard drive is mga 500 to 700 pesos lang. Syempre, mas mahal yung SSD. Mga around, nasa 1,000 din po di ba? Ang 128 gig na hard drive. Pero mas mabilis pagka SSD yung ginamit.
Sige. There are two, si Cats and si Lovely are asking about if they can use a laptop while nakasaksa, kahit fully charged. Kasi sabi, may iba-ibang advice kasi may iba nagsabi na you should unplug it kapag fully charged na. Yung iba pwede lang i-leave. So what's the verdict on that?
Actually, sir, yan din ang sabi sa mga manuals. Dapat i-unplug kasi parang dapat ma-drain tapos saka siya i-charge ulit kasi parang mas dadali yata yung buhay ng laptop mo. Pero ako, I leave my laptop na nakasaksak maghapon. So, hindi ko siya recommended na gawin nyo kasi yun nga, ang recommended talaga is i-drain. Hindi naman totally zero, pero hindi siya
Na
nakasaksak.
20%.
So, mga
Oo,
20-10% pwede mo na siyang isaksak ulit.
Oo. There's some computers actually that allow you to only charge to 80%. So yun ang that's the recommended maximum. If you can, depende sa computer. So check na yung laptop nyo. I forgot what the feature is called, pero some limit the charging amount din. Sige. Si Len Rosas. Hello po. Pwede po magtanong, ano po yung difference sa RAM at sa storage?
Ayan. So, kasi medyo tech na yata yung pinag-usapan natin, sir, no? So, yung iba hindi
Medyo
yata
technical.
naiintindihan. Oo, hindi yan naiintindihan. So, ito lang po yung kailangan yung malaman. So, hindi aandar ang computer kung walang CPU at RAM. So, basically, parang yan yung memory ng computer. So, of course, it can be compared to a car engine. So, syempre, kung medyo luma, medyo mabagal, kung medyo mataas, maganda yung processor mo, mataas yung RAM mo, maganda rin yung operations niya. So, yung RAM, it's yung memory, random access memory. Okay, yung storage, dun po sinustore yung mga files. So, every time you save something on the computer, so doon siya napupunta. So, as for me po kung ang storage po natin, dalawa kasi siya. So, meron tayong tinatawag na yung hard drive, meron din tinatawag na SSD. So, yung SSD is a better version of yung hard drive. So, mas mahal lang yung SSD dun sa hard drive, pero mas mabilis. Pero if you're concerned about baka maubusan ka, ganyan. So, yung iba, nilalagyan nila ng SSD, nilalagyan din nila ng hard drive. So, kung may SSD ka na, para mag-add ka na ng 500 to 700, may hard drive ka na. And kung kulang pa rin, you can always offer an external hard drive. So, yun na lang din po yung ginagawa. Like, for example, ako, yun na lang ginagawa, may external. Kasi mahal pag bibili ka ng laptop or mga desktop units na sobrang taas ng storage. So, yun naman is mga around 2,000, mga 1 tera na o 2 tera na hard drive na yun.
Okay. Thank you for sharing about that. You can do your screen share ulit para we can project it in.
Marami dito, sir, nakikita ko mga mga matataas talaga yung specs nila ng computers
Mm-hmm.
Are you seeing my screen?
No. Sige, stop share ako and try to share your screen daw. Just click the share button sa baba and then you should be able to
Ayun, can you see it na po?
Ay, ayan. So, add ko dito. Sige. So, ayan.
Okay, so very quick lang So, I'll just go through the slides I prepared. So, para po dun sa mga hindi masyadong nakakaalam, mga pinag-usapan natin kanina, mga HDD, SSD, mga ganun. Okay. So, yeah, I have four topics for today, but we can forgo with the others. Kung sa tingin nyo, hindi naman na kailangan. I mean, you can just ask questions. And then, me and Sir Jason can just answer them for you. So, I think ang pwede ang i-discuss na lang is yung mga computer tech advice for work from home freelancers. So, you have an idea. Okay, kasi siyempre you don't buy anything na kasi mura or um, 'di ba very enticing kasi yung offers ng iba, yung laptop mga 7,000 na, 8,000 na, tapos may free pa na bag, may free pa, ang daming freebies, 'di ba? So, yeah, you have to check talaga yung specs niya. And also, we'll discuss yung mga work from home essentials for freelancers. So, this was me and my home setup. So, I mentioned earlier, so ito yung first ko na desktop PC na I bought as a second-hand unit. So, dati ano eh, hindi hindi rin po ako techie talaga. So, usually naman 'pag bumibili tayo meron tayong, asawa or kapatid, yung alam natin 'di ba, so dun tayo nagpapatulong, ayan. So, back then ayan, I mean yung mga work from home diyan, I know you can really ganito lang yung itsura nung mga setup natin sa bahay. Okay. So, first, okay, we will discuss, okay, about the different computer parts. So, this is what an inside of the CPU looks like. Okay, so may power supply, yan. So, graphics card, yung mga USB connectors, ito yung RAM na kanina pa nating minimension, and then the CPU, there's the motherboard, and then there's the hard drives, and of course, there's the peripherals, so the monitor, the keyboard, and the mouse. So, what are the two main components that makes your computer work? So, as I mentioned earlier, so it's the CPU and the RAM. Okay, so the CPU, its main function is to retrieve and execute instructions. So, siya yung brain ng computer. So, mas maganda yung CPU mo, mas mabilis. Diba? RAM, yeah, is used to temporarily store data. So again, as mentioned earlier, so at least ang standard is 4 gig na RAM. Okay, and we can go up to 8 gig for yung mga basic work from home setup. Okay, so sa mga CPU and processor brands, the popular are Core i5, so by Intel, and then no AMD Ryzen, yeah, by AMD. So, parehas siya na up to 6 cores. Parehas din siya na may integrated graphics. So, karamihan lang na bumibili ng Ryzen 5 is yung mga gamers. Yan. Okay, so yeah, it can be compared to a car engine. So, the faster your processor is, the faster your computer is. Okay, so eto kinopya ko lang 'to sir sa ano niyo, sa isang blog niyo. Okay, so for admin work, yung mga 8 gig or more, so we can start with the i3 and i5. You can also, before you start, I mean with work, you can ask your office the requirements because most of the offices, they have a basic requirement of at least i5. Yan. Tapos yung storage space na 128. Etong 16 gig, 512 SSD, this is for yung mga videographers. Yan. Okay, so if you're looking for faster, more reliable, higher performance storage, so you go for SSD. But if you're more concerned about the price, and the capacity because it has a bigger capacity and it's for just general use, you can opt for an HDD or hard drive. Okay, so yeah, so what drive is right for me? So you can opt for the hard drive or the SSD, or you can opt for both if you have the budget. So, input and output devices. So, karamihan ngayon, wala na mga square na monitors. So, ang mga monitors ngayon is 19 to 24 inches, mga wide screen. So, I've also included the price just so you have an idea of how much the units are. Okay, so ang experience ko lang sa mga second-hand na monitors, okay siya yung mga branded. Like for example, mga Dell, mga HP. Sometimes mas matibay pa siya dun sa mga medyo hindi kilalang mga bagong brands. Ayun. For the other input and output devices, so we also have a mouse and a keyboard. So it ranges from 300, 200, ganyan, to 500. Meron din mga mechanical, mga gaming, it can go up to 2,000 to 3,000 pesos. Okay, so the graphics processing unit or the GPU, these are also called the video card. So usually ginagamit ng mga graphic designers, photography because iba rin kasi yung programs na ginagamit nila. Very heavy dun sa graphics. So medyo mahal ang video card ngayon. So unlike before, so pinakamura na yung 8,000. So, it can go up to 100,000 actually. So yan. So might as well kung hindi mo pa naman kailangan ngayon, you can go for a CPU with an integrated video card. Okay. Okay pa po tayo?
Yes, it seems na ano. Well, there are a couple of questions, yung mga brand and
sige
so
pa.
on. So ito sa I'll read it na lang para hindi kayo mahirapan. So as mentioned po na sa external hard drive, may recommended brand po ba tayo like external hard drives?
Usually pong ginagamit Seagate. Pero parang karamihan naman yan nun yung ginagamit na mga hard drive. I'm just not familiar with the other brands. Pero okay po yun, yung mga Seagate na brand.
Sige. Yung Seagate, yung Samsung din ata maganda din.
Yeah.
From what I've heard. Sige. There are some questions about the qualifications on buying. Do you want to address them now or later na?
Yeah, we can address it now din po para yan.
Lila's asking ito.
Okay, for the qualifications po, ayun. So, meron po kasi kami dalawang partners na ngayon. So, it's Belize and Tendopay. So, with Belize, I think you just have to submit one valid ID. But they also ask for other requirements such as proof of billing and proof of income. Yun. So, those are the requirements that you have to prepare. So, proof of income, yun yung mga pay slips. Yan. If you're a they also accept freelancers, by the way. So, meron na rin po mga na-approve galing dito sa VA Bootcamp.
Nice. Sige, so, yun, let's see. Ang dami mga questions sa qualifications. Like, I think I've seen it like 3 or 4 times regarding the qualifications. There's a question regarding the payment method.
Okay, so you don't need to have a credit card in order for you to avail of our installment program. So you can make payment via GCash, Palawan, bank deposit, BPI, BDO, Union Bank. So may mga Cebuana payments na rin. Yan. Pero dun sa mga meron credit cards, we will have a credit card facility soon.
Nice. Sige. And then we showed this earlier, pero meron pa rin nagtatanong. The price range, I guess, sa renting. And you can mention sa renting and sa purchasing.
Yes, for the rental computers, of course, mas mura kasi yung desktop. So, our desktop computers, so it can go from 100 a day to 2,500 a month. So, ano naman siya, ang ginagawa nung iba, kasi we have items that are only for rent. We also have items that can be rented to own. So, for example, yung iba magre-rent ng 3 months, tapos they realize that they need pala the computer. So, what they do is that they just buy off, the remaining. They just pay for it. So, I mean, it's a win-win because you get to take advantage of, at least hindi na sayang yung binayad nyo na rental fee.
Okay. Sige. So, meron doon, let me see. COD, meron ng COD? Tanong.
Yes, meron po kong COD option. Depende po sa area. Saan po ba yung area nyo?
So, depende sa area.
Depende.
Pag payslip, tama pala. Pag payslip sa freelancer, wala kasing payslip ang freelancer. So, paano yun? How would that work?
Some of them, they show yung mga remittance, yung mga payments, mga bank statements. So, yung po yung sinasubmit nila. Tapos, some, they submit their contract with their clients. So, they can use that as well.
Okay. So, pwede contract, pwede remittance, pwede parang job offer, pwede ganun.
Pwede rin po.
Sige. So, that's good. At least flexible naman. Flexible kayo sa like what is yung proof of income, no? Let me see. Yung courier, you have LBC and JRS pa yan? Sabi mo kanina?
AP cargo. Yeah, pwede rin
AP
po.
cargo.
Pwede rin sa GRS, pwede rin. So the delivery, of course, it will always be dependent on your location and the item that you will be availing. So for example, nag-ship po kami ng laptop sa Batangas. So more or less mga 600 pesos yung shipping fee.
Okay. So, hindi siya ganun kamahal naman. Sige. Nagtanong si Jules, pwede po yung online seller? Pwede ba yung parang may proof of income pa rin naman, di ba? Like sa Lazada or sa Shopee or sa bank statement, no? Pwede pa rin yun.
I'm just not sure po about that kasi depende kung registered business. If you're a registered business, so syempre meron ka po proof of income, yung mga yung income statements, di ba, yung ITR. So I'm just not sure po kung halimbawa wala and then you're just an online seller. But you can try applying po.
Sige. Since pwede naman yung bank statement, baka pwede yung parang bank statement, no?
Pwede pong i-try, ipasa. Kasi kailangan lang nila ng proof na meron kayong income. I mean, capability to pay up.
To make the payments. So, so first mga ganun, merong down, like security deposit, I guess like security deposit or down payments, mga ganyan.
Yes, sa rental, if you're bidding of our rental items, meron po kaming deposit and I mean, yung first month, kailangan mong bayaran agad. And then there's a security deposit, which is refundable. Pero if you're gonna bill of the rent to own, you will have to pay for the down payment and then madi-deliver na sa inyo yung item.
Yung deposit, like how much siya usually?
Around 30% of the purchase price. So for example, you bought an item for 10,000, around 3,000 yung down payment.
Okay, or like rent, same sa mga security deposits, mga rent to own, ganun. Or sa mga rentals lang.
Yes po.
So, mga 3,000, ganun. Okay. Ito, the laptop, is it a new, parang hindi new laptop?
Yung mga for rent po namin na laptop, mga used na siya kasi mga napaggamit na rin namin eh. Pero we have some units kung naubusan. So sometimes we purchase a new ones. Ang swerte nung makakakuha yung bagong laptop, di ba? Pero yung pero yung mga ina-avail na rent to own, meron po kaming brand new, tsaka meron ding mga used na mga laptops. Pwede po kayong mamili.
Oh, nice. Okay, so sa rental, hindi ka makapili. Pero if rent to own, makapili naman kayo. So that's good. That's good to hear. Ito. Noise cancellation. headset recommendation?
Para sa akin okay na yung mga A4 Tech, maganda na siya. Pero meron ding mga murang brands na hindi masyadong kilala na okay din naman, parang maganda rin yung noise cancelling niya. Pero kung medyo may budget kayo, maganda yung Corsair, medyo pricey lang, mga around 2 to 3,000 pesos.
Sige. Yeah, I'm more familiar with mga Jabra, Plantronics, pero those
I'm
are a bit more expensive.
Yun, those are good brands din po.
Or Blue Parrot, pero those are more of the higher end ones. Tanong ni Jeline, can we avail of other products using the VAB coupon code, yung Flip by JD ng coupon code?
Yes, you
Or
can
is it for
also avail of them.
computers?
Hindi, actually, kahit ano po na makita nyo. Kasi yung iba, hindi naman kailangan ng computers kasi meron ng computers eh. So, if you have anything na gusto nyo dun sa website, so you can use the code and the discount will apply.
Oh,
Pero, syempre yung shipping fee, depende kasi kung medyo bulky yung item. So, yun, pag-usapan na lang po kung paano.
yung shipping fee.
Opo, kasi
Yun lang
baka
pala.
washing machine or medyo malalaking items.
Oo, yun ang mahirap. Pero I guess you can message the page or when you when you make the purchase. Wide, yes, it's nationwide yung rent to own and yung rentals.
Um, sa ngayon po yung rentals namin is within NCR and nearby areas. Pero yung sa rent to own, as long as you get approved, nationwide naman po yung approval nila. So it's just a matter of bringing you the item. So, meron po mga nag-inquire, mga taga-Visaya. Sabi ko baka masyado ng mahal. So, sometimes what we do is if there's we ask for the address, tapos we just make some kind of agreement. We give them other options na lang. Kasi masyadong mahal ang shipping. Tsaka baka by the time na dumating, masira na yung item. Oo.
Yeah. Paano kapag ganun, kapag nasira yung item?
While in transit,
Oo, while in transit, ganun.
is covered naman. May insurance naman po yung shipping company. So,
Oo, tama.
if anything happens, opo.
Sige. Meron ba na denied daw sa mga rent to own?
Yes po.
Yung
Actually, hindi ko naman po sasabihin na hindi. It's similar to yung mga home credit. Meron naman din talagang hindi na-approve. So, with regard to the reasons, I'm not very particular why. Siguro kulang yung requirements na pinasa or depende rin kasi sa amount ng item na kukunin. So, I think they also look at those.
Okay. Marcel Garcia is asking, may interest po ba? Like sa home credit? Sa rent to own?
I think, si Belize and si Tendo Pay, they have an interest, of course. I'm not just sure how much yung interest nila, pero you can check them out. Before you purchase naman, so depende rin kasi kung gaano katagal. So, mas matagal, syempre mas mataas yung interest niya. So, syempre mas maganda kung medyo mas maikli. I think for mga 15 to 30 days, zero interest yata sila. Pero for longer periods, so the interest already applies.
Pero if rent to own, fixed naman yung like you say like how much per month, fixed naman yung payment.
Yes, opo, fixed po. So, bago kayo mag-avail, so makikita nyo na yung breakdown kung magkano yung babayaran yung monthly. So, very transparent. And you can also choose. So, for example, you opt to give a bigger down payment or you opt to avail of a lower down payment, mas malaki yung monthly. So, it's up to you.
Okay. That's flexible. That is flexible term na if you have a bigger down payment naman yung na makikita nyo doon. The proof of income, pwede naman yung bank statement or any other ways na you can prove na may income ka. Hindi naman kailangan ng slip. Sabi ni Bell, flex detailed, very detailed and user-friendly checkout process.
Thank you.
Yan. Check niyo yung website. Yung website kung you want to check it. And then use the JD coupon code. It's scrolling sa baba to get a discount. May app din kayo, di ba?
Yes, pero ngayon po yung app is specifically for rental. So, we can just use the website for now. Pero later on, yun din po yung plan is to have avail of the rent to own through the app.
Pero pretty soon yung app din will be working properly. Sige, yan, nag-lag ata ako. Teka lang. Idol. You still, nawala pa yung, can you reshare yung presentation yun? Nawala pa yung presentation.
Okay. Pero sir, tanong ko lang din yung experience nyo. Kasi syempre, when choosing a computer or a laptop, I mean, you also have to consider, I mean, if you're a Mac user, di ba? Or if you're a Windows user. So have you always been a Mac user?
Hindi, Windows ako. Actually, Windows ako. I still kind of prefer Windows. Pero sa ngayon, yung most of the apps are available naman in both. So, it's no long, katulad dati na yung mga apps nasa Windows lang, ganun. So, if you want to try a Mac, hindi pwede. Pero ngayon, a lot of the apps are web-based naman. And even yung mga programs, they're available on both Windows and Mac. So, it's not really an issue. It's more a matter of preference. The reason na nag-Mac ako ngayon is because of the new processor na maganda yung battery life. So, yun.
Ayun. Actually, sabi nila, once you go Mac, you will never go back down.
Hindi naman siguro. I can see myself naman in a few years back. Depende kasi sa akin hardware. That's the reason why I switched to Mac dahil sa hardware. Ngayon maganda yung hardware in this generation ng Mac. Baka in the future, iba yung mga AMD ulit, may bagong breakthrough. Oo. Pero before this, nag-AMD ako, which was really good din, yung mga latest AMD. So, hardware-based, depende lang.
Ayun. So, nakikita niyo po yung screen ko?
Ayun.
Ayun. So, I think I'm just gonna discuss our work from home essentials. So, syempre, iba-iba naman ang ating mga essentials. Pero, I'll just be giving these based from my experience dati. Okay. So, sa work from home stint ko. Ayan. So, of course, first of all, we need to have a good internet connection. So, syempre, the big names are PLDT, Globe, Sky. I remember before, yung dati PLDT lang talaga, tapos hindi talaga available sa lahat ng area. So, kung wala kang PLDT, your option is Globe. And then there are other players. Pero mahirap yung wired kasi parang kahit wired, mabagal pa rin. So, ang dami talagang options ngayon sa provinces. Meron na ring mga ibang players. Okay. So, if you're working from home, I would also suggest to have a backup internet. Syempre, especially if you have a lot of clients. Syempre, pagka nawalan ka ng internet in the middle of the night, so for whatever reason, so you still need to be continue working, di ba? So, kung meron kang data from your phone, so you can use that. Or, you can offer yung mga prepaid na mga internet, like yung sa Globe. Yan. Okay, so a good computer table is also necessary for ergonomics. So if you're familiar with yung Korean startup, ayan, so yun ang ginagamit nila. So yung tumataas pa ba na table. Okay, so very nice siya kasi syempre you don't want to be sitting the whole day, di ba? And some others need to have dual screens. Yung iba kailangan 3 screens pa. So it has to have a good angle, eye level. Yan. Yun yung preferable. Tapos, there's also this laptop stand. So, I saw, meron ng ganito. Na-adjust siya ng, natataas pa ba siya. So, you can also use that if you want to stand, while working, ganyan. Or if you're just using a laptop. A computer chair, ayan, syempre, maghapon kang nakaupo. So, yun yung mga basics talaga. So, ang preference ko lang sa computer chair is yung may mesh kasi I find yung leather na mainit. Tsaka in the long run, parang nasisira siya. So, ako lang, personal preference ko. Gusto ko yung mesh para nakakahinga yung likod mo. Parang hindi ka masyadong pagpapawisan, ganyan. And sa swivel versus dun sa metal stand, syempre yung may metal stand is mas matibay kasi may experience with the swivel, yan lagi napuputol siya. So, nangyari, bili ng computer chair. So, personal preference ko lang na ma-recommend is yung mesh na merong metal stand. A good lumbar support is also needed. So, may nabibiling mga lumbar support pillows or you can just have a pillow ready dun sa likod kasi syempre maghapon ka nakaupo. So, baka ma-damage yung spinal cords mo. So, that's the cause of the back pains. Okay, so a USB or Wi-Fi adapter. So, yung mga gumagamit ng desktop na walang wired connection, di ba usually, meron tayong pinapagapang from dun sa internet line, kinakabit natin directly dun sa desktop. So, that's faster. Pero if you don't, or masyadong malayo, or if you have several desktop units, and hindi kaya na mag-wired kayong lahat, so you can offer a USB adapter. So, ang suggestion ko lang, so you have to use a driver-free Wi-Fi adapter para hindi ka na kailangan mag-download ng driver. Okay. So, mura lang to mga around 200 to 300 pesos. And a good headset, okay, so the question earlier. So, a good brand is, Plantronics, Logitech, depende sa budget nyo. So, suggestion, invest in a good quality headset and mic, preferably yung wired. Sa experience ko so far, yung lalo na pag nagzo-Zoom meeting, parang hindi masyadong maganda yung AirPods. So, if you're familiar dun sa AirPods, diba? So, kaya kabit lang siya sa tenga. Kasi hindi masyadong naririnig yung mic niya, parang medyo malayo. So, preferably, yung wired, mas maganda pa rin yung sound niya. An external hard drive, especially if you have a lot of files, so you can go and offer a 1 tera hanggang 2 terabyte depending on your requirements. So you can have extra storage space. A nice desk lamp is also needed. Okay, so um, yung iba sa desk lang talaga. Pero this one on the left, it's actually a stand desk lamp. I'm sorry, a stand light. Okay, so you can bring it anywhere, tapos medyo adjustable siya. Or for the others, they just use a ring light. Okay. Of course, I would suggest also that you invest in a good power strip or surge protector. So, if you notice, yung mga laptops and mga desktops, pwede naman siyang i-plug directly sa outlets. Pero the problem is, pag nag-fluctuate yung electricity, so, syempre, madadamage yung power supply ng unit mo. So, mas maganda kung meron kayong AVR. Okay, so AVR, yun yung, dun mo siya ipa-plug, tapos yung AVR yung ipa-plug mo dun sa outlet. Or you can offer a surge protector para, syempre, it can withstand a power surge. Kasi yung iba, ginagamit lang yung mga ordinary na extension cord sa bahay, which is not advisable. Kasi, especially kung manipis yung wires, nasusunog siya. So, it might be a cause for fire. Okay, so, you have to have a dedicated cord, okay, or surge protector or AVR, yeah, where you can plug, yeah, your computer. A good webcam, okay. So, depende rin sa requirement mo. Yung iba is, yung mga murang webcam, like itong 1080p, pwede na siyang gamitin sa online school, ganyan, sa mga normal VA jobs, yun, just for you to be able to yung normal Zoom meetings, ganyan. Pero, if you want to offer better webcam, especially for streaming. So, ito yung mga tig for 5, 6,000. Kasi pwede rin siyang gamitin for streaming. Tapos yung iba may built-in na rin ng mga microphones. Okay, so ito not needed, pero I think depende sa work ng VA. Kasi yung ibang VA na talagang maraming clients, yung clients nila nagpo-provide sa kanila ng generator, especially pag yung season na nawawala ng kuryente, mga tag-ulan. So, I think there's another alternative din, yung ginagamit nila, pero I haven't tried. Yung ginagamit nila yung battery ng car, tapos they just use a device where they plug it there, tapos they use it as a portable generator. So, you can also invest in that. Ayun. So, yun lang yung mga personal preferences ko. That's needed for a work from home setup.
All right, thank you. Thank you sa presentation, Awi. I hope you guys learn a lot from that presentation. I hope you guys were able to get something and learn a lot. And there are some questions we weren't able to address pa kanina. Ito, what if nasira yung rented unit?
Of course, it depends kung anong klaseng sira yung sira. Kasi kung very visible, like for example, na damage kasi nabagsak siya. I mean, if it's because of yung kapabayaan ng hiram ng gamit, so you have to pay for the repair of the unit. But if it's yung ordinary wear and tear lang, so, of course, we're gonna check naman kung ano yung klaseng sira. Kung halimbawa talaga namang na-reach na, kasi may depreciation din naman talaga lahat ng units, di ba? So, if it's covered dun sa depreciation, so we won't be charging you for that.
Sige, sige. So, depende din. Kung depreciation, okay lang daw. Sige, let's see. Sabi ni Belle, di daw pwede bumili ng laptop kung hindi pa nasira yung MacBook. Hindi.
Matagal pa yan.
Okay, I don't
Gusto
think...
yata ni Miss Bell ng MacBook, sir.
Ay, meron na siya.
Dalawa na kayo.
Oo, naka-MacBook kami dalawa, yung sa bagong MacBook. So, meron na siyang MacBook yung sarili niya. Sige, let's see. I don't think we have any other questions. If you guys have questions, feel free to, well, they can message your page, diba, Aoi?
Yes. Feel free to message our page. You can also message us on our website. So, I think meron kaming staff na nakaabang dun ngayon. So, you'll be able to answer your questions. If you need help in choosing, it's not really naman na dapat sa amin kayo pumili, diba? So, it's not that. It's more of, we want to be able to help you then make informed decisions before you try to purchase something. Ganun.
So that's great to hear. Na, even if you just have questions about purchasing, and if you're not going to purchase from them, you can always just send a message, and they'll also help you out. So thank you so much, Awi. Let me see if we have some final questions. Wala na matang mga final questions. A lot of people are saying thank you. Thank you so much, Awi, for your presentation. And guys, if you're looking to buy or purchase or do a rent-to-own setup, or even just rent a computer, check out irentmo.com. Don't forget to use the coupon code FLIP by JD so that you, in the how do you hear about this portion upon checkout, so that you can, and choose VA Bootcamp ito. Instructions. Sige, project ko ng instructions dito. Ay, choose VA Bootcamp in the how do you hear about this portion so that you can get a discount din, because ito, Awi has provided us with a special discount just for members of Flip and for fans of VA Bootcamp. This is a special discount for you guys, so you can get it by using the instructions here. Thank you so much, guys. And you guys have a great rest of the evening and a great Sunday.
Thank you. Thank you po.
Okay.